Hello viewers, myself is Dr. Neeta and you are watching my channel Learn Literature with Dr. Neeta. So let us begin today's topic.
So dear students, today we would learn about forms of prose. So prior to discuss forms of prose, first you should know what is prose and how it is different from poetry. The word prose is derived from the Old French prose, which in turn originates in the Latin expression prosa oratio, which means straightforward or direct speech. It means prose is a straightforward or direct speech or writing. The word first appeared in English in 14th century. And who made it famous? William Tyndall made it famous, and that is why he is known as the father of English prose. And how he made it famous? He translated Bible into English. Prior to it, it was written in Hebrew language, and later he translated it into English and he made it popular and readable to each and everyone. So he is known as the father of English prose. Thus, prose is all forms of writing and speech which have no structured meter. So, this word structured meter is significant. If the things are having meter, then it becomes poetry. The basic difference between poem and prose is that poetry has structured meter while prose does not have. Apart from that, prose is written in paragraphs and chapters, and prose can be narrative, expository, descriptive or persuasive. And after that we would discuss about the forms of prose. So look at this picture very carefully. Prose may be broadly divided into two kinds, fictional and non-fictional. And this fictional is having the imaginative element in it. I have shown it in the blue color. Fictional is having the imaginative element. All the things which are covered under the fictional part are having the imaginative elements, while the non-fictional is based on real facts. So now see fictional one by one. The fictional are having novels, novellas, short stories, myths, legends, fable, parable. And non-fictional is having essay, biography, autobiography, travelogue, letter, news and diary. Now come to the fictional prose. So first we would discuss about novel, novella and short story, because all these three are somewhat related to one another. They all are in written form. Novel, novella, short story, they all are in written form, and they are a kind of narrative. But as far as the length of that narrative is concerned, it can be divided into three kinds. Novel is a narrative which is written in more than 50,000 words. And the story is there simply, but this story is very complex because the plot is complex, the number of characters are there, minute details have been given about each and everything. That is why it is like a thick book, more than 50,000 words. Novella is shorter than novel, and similarly the plot is not so complex, and details are not so minute, and characters are not in such a great number as it is in novella. And as far as the length of novel is concerned, it is more than 20,000 word but less than 50,000. And short story is of moderate length. 1000 to 7500 words are there in short story, but all these things are of in the written form. And now come to the myths, legends, fable and parable. They are the part of oral literature. And how they came into the written form: when the oral literature was transferred from one generation to another orally, these myths, legends, fables, parables were transferred from one generation to another orally, but later these were collected and compiled by a number of writers, and they gave their own words to these myths, legends, fables and parable. And now the question is how they are different from one another. So first we would discuss about myths. Myth is the traditional religious stories. They are religious and they are related to the supernatural entities like gods, goddesses, demigods, etc. And one thing you should keep in mind, that they exist beyond the conventional timeline which we are having, that this is the month, this is the year, and this is BC and this is AD. Like that we are having a timeline which we follow in today's scenario. But the stories which are narrated in myths are not beyond that conventional timeline. They are very ancient, of the very ancient time. We don't know about that time. And now come to the legends. Legends are the story based on historical events or some historical figures or the characters. But the timeline of these story is real. We can locate them in the time. Fables, these are the stories about animals, plants and forces of nature, and the purpose of these story is the moral purpose. And parable are the stories about human and the character of human, and the purpose of these story is also moral. So fables and parable both are having the moral purpose, but the fables are the animal stories related to animal, plants and other forces of nature, while parable are the stories about human beings and its character. So if we think about myths, legends, fables, parable, sometimes they appear to be a little bit confusing because they overlap each other. And now come to the non-fictional prose. So non-fictional prose, first is the essay. It is a short piece of writing which expresses writer's personal opinion about a particular subject or topic. You are well versed about the term essay. And if you want to know about its characteristics and other definition, etc., we would make a separate video for that. The essays may be formal or informal. Now come to the biography and autobiography. Biography and autobiography are both the life history of an individual. The difference is biography is written by someone else. Life history of an individual written by someone else. Autobiography is the life history of a person written by self. When the person himself writes about his life, then it becomes autobiography. Now comes to the travelogue. It is a person's account of a journey to another country or place. That is the travelogue. This is the description of the travel which the person has done. The letter, as usual, you know, it is a written message conveyed from one person to another person. It is in prose. Now the news, it is a noteworthy information, especially about the recent events, and it is also in prose. And the last one is the diary. It is the record of events, emotions, thoughts and feelings of a person's life kept in writing by himself. So it is a very popular thing in specifically in Western countries. Even in India, the people used to write a diary in which they keep the record of the day's event and the emotional reactions of the person himself, his thoughts and ideas. They are kept in the recorded form and they are usually in prose. So these are the forms of prose, and thank you for patience listening.